Hello and welcome to a new episode of Royalty Now. As you know, this week started off on a very sad note. Prince Friso of the Netherlands passed away on Monday, August 12th, after being in a coma for a year and a half. He had been left with severe brain damage after being caught up in an avalanche. At the end of the week, on Friday, August 16th, Friso was buried in the Stulpkirk, in Lasche Fjursche barn. The townspeople of Lech held a commemoration service for Prince Friso, where the accident took place. The Dutch royals have long been avid skiers, so the locals know them very well. Laat hem rusten in vrede. Elsewhere in the royal world, Princess Marie of Denmark has visited the H.C. Andersens Children's University Hospital in Odense, Denmark. She made crafts with the children and met with the hospital staff, all of whom were charmed by her visit. I always love seeing Marie on these visits where she can interact with children. She seems like a very warm and friendly person, and kids always seem very drawn to her. On Friday, Marie visited the Espergaard School, where she took the opportunity to see how the teachers and students are actively working with IT and media. Marie and her husband, Prince Joachim, are out today, Saturday, August 17th, to visit his patronage, the Society for Nudum Research. The Society aims to research the archaeological and historic world associated with Nudum Bog on the Danish-German border. Surprisingly, Sarah Ferguson made an appearance at Balmoral last weekend, August 10th and 11th. The Queen is apparently okay with Fergie staying at Balmoral. She was spotted arriving in a Range Rover with her ex-husband and her two daughters, Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie. However, some sources say that Fergie had to beat a hasty retreat before Philip joined the royals on Monday. Apparently Philip is not 100% keen on Fergie being there. Immediately after departing Balmoral, Sarah headed straight out to party with cokehead Kate Moss. When Moss was photographed allegedly snorting cocaine, some predicted that it would be the end of her high-profile career. But not so, because unfortunately in this day and age, any press and attention is good press, and apparently her salary doubled. So maybe Sarah's hanging around with her, hoping some of that dumb luck will rub off. I said as much in a comment on the Telegraph's website, as they were the ones who were reporting this news, and I was immediately met with a follow-up comment of, "Well, then you must be a nun leading an immaculate life." Not sure how my disapproving of a drug-addled waif means I'm a nun. I mean, has this person never seen the devastation wrought by drugs? I mean, never mind just for the common man, but when you're a celebrity with too much money? God, it's horrible. It's disgusting. Their lives are ruined. So, apparently disliking something that is obviously bad, especially when Moss has a little daughter, that makes me a nun. Strange world. I guess that's why a mother caught on film snorting coke had her salary doubled. Strange indeed. And we knew it would happen. The Cambridges are thinking of taking a tour to Australia and possibly New Zealand next year with their baby Prince George. The Guardian reported this week the Kate and Wills are thinking of taking Prince George down under, much like William's parents, Charles and Diana, took him on their tour to the same place back in 1983. And what better way to enamor the Commonwealth than showing off their darling bub? But I have to say, that sounds like quite a jaunt. Despite being royal, is someone really that desperate to recreate the Charles and Diana magic of the 80s? Or maybe it's just William trying to maybe do certain things that his parents did. Certain things that, in a way, maybe psychologically for him, he will now be doing the right way and will be fixing the past, in effect. I don't know. All I know is that I'm sure Australia will be very excited to see them, as well as New Zealand. I can't wait to see this kid in action. If he's anything like Prince William, little Georgie is definitely going to earn the nickname Curious George. And I said this a few weeks ago on Twitter because I had just watched the footage of Prince Charles and Diana out in their garden with a little toddler Prince William running amok, checking out all the photographers, all their equipment, looking through the camera's viewfinder. Very curious indeed. So if little George is anything like his daddy, we're going to have to buy him a little yellow hat soon enough. Speaking of Prince William, The Duke of Cambridge has announced that he is going to be saying goodbye to Wales when his tour with the RAF is up next month. William is expected to return to London with Kate and baby George, where they will take up residence in Kensington Palace. Currently, renovations are underway and should be completed by the autumn. That's only right around the corner. The Cambridges will also live at Anmer Hall, on the Queen's Sandringham estate in Norfolk, as their private country residence. Well, that's all the time we have for this week. Thank you very much for joining me, and as always, take care, and God save the Queen.